Ugh. Benny? Where's Benny? Where's Benny? Benny? You there, Benny? Benny, can you hear me? Oh, Benny. You there, Benny? Can I hear me, Benny? Oh, Benny. Oh, yeah, I can hear Benny now. Benny? Benny, we're gonna go places. Benny, you can hear me, right? We're going places. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Why does that pop? It's weird. Freaking Windows Live updates create all sorts of havoc with all sorts of incredibly stupid things that they don't need to create havoc with. Okay, Benny, I think we're good, Benny. Benny, why don't you talk to me? I know you're there, Benny. What do you mean you're not there, Benny? I hear your voice, Benny. I heard your voice. You should tell me you're there. Benny? 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 I am tired as all get out right now. So I'm a little delirious. I will admit that right now. That's half the reason why I didn't do the stream I was planning to do tonight. The other half being that my brother had something else that he wanted to do. Yeah, what? Oh, okay. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Good to hear.
Why did you on Tuesday?
Because I did. I had over the weekend I was planning to record some parts of my regular Let's Plays for the week, so that just have something to go up on the regular time on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, like I usually do. Unfortunately, when I did that, I forgot to check the audio, so I didn't have anything to actually do.
Oh.
So my regular LP is on hiatus, but I figured to fill in something this week, I might as well finish these two playthroughs off that I've been sitting on for the longest time. Of Mega Man X2 and Mega Man X3. Because those are two games that I've been wanting to Let's Play for a while, but I can't Let's Play on my own because I don't have much to say about them, and I figure the best thing I can do is I can just sit here, play back all the videos back to back, one after the other, and then just shoot the breeze, as it were, with whoever's available. Vix, my brother, says he's probably going to join in later on. I was kind of hoping to get Sonic in here, but he seems to be distracted playing whatever that is.
Decon Racing?
Yeah. But anyway, this is going to be a little bit awkward for me because as I have everything set up. There's a lot of things that I can't see, and trying to set it up so that I can actually. Okay, we need to be done with that music for right now. Put that down for a moment. All right, so. What do you know about Megaman X?
Me?
Yes.
I only know a little bit about Mega Man. I know the villain in Mega Man is Dr. Wily. And the enemy in Mega Man Nemesis is Dr. Wily.
Yes, well, that is classic Mega Man. Mega Man X is slightly different, has a different villain, robot called Sigma, who constantly comes back in every game to cause trouble for Mega Man X and his fellows, the Maverick Hunters.
Oh.
And Mega Man X2 is, of course, a direct sequel to the first game. In the first game, Mega Man X tracked down all the Mavericks, defeated them, and his partner, Zero, unfortunately, lost his life in the process. Mega Man X2 picks up. Mega Man X is still continuing the fight, rounding up the last of the Mavericks, hopefully end this war against injustice once and for all. But we're going to have to see how that goes by watching this playthrough that I have already pre-recorded. So what I'm going to do... no, okay. Put that to the beginning. Alright, this is going to be a little awkward. Because what I want to do is I want it... And it moves right back to the other screen because I stopped clicking on it. Ugh. This is why this is going to be awkward. Alright, I'm going to transition over to what's going to look like a black screen.
Okay.
Because I have to... This is the VLC player in its full screen mode. Unfortunately, I don't want this here right now. I want that out of the way. But unfortunately, if I move the mouse cursor off of that, it's going to be a problem. Now, another thing is because I had set this up to be a pre-recorded commentary, some of the audio is going to be low in in most of the time. I wouldn't suggest altering it too much because there's going to be some loud points. I don't remember when those loud points are going to be because I edited this a long while ago, but anyway, I'm going to hit the play button and we are going to watch my playthrough of Mega Man X2 and try to talk about it because, like I said, a lot of the problem with me doing a Let's Play of these games was the fact that I didn't have much to say about it in the first place. But whatever. Let us begin. Capcom 1994, licensed by Nintendo. It has been 6 months since the destruction of Sigma, and little has changed. The Maverick revolt started by Sigma is over, but Mega Man X and the new generation of Maverick Hunters have yet to destroy all of Sigma's followers. Led by information gained by Dr. Kane, Mega Man X and the rest of the Hunters have tracked the last of the Mavericks to an abandoned Reploid factory. There, they hope to wipe out the last of the Resistance. Little do they suspect, the real war is about to begin. And now, the demonstration of the C4 chip. Wireframes on a Super Nintendo. It was impressive, I think. Mega Man. Mega Man. Mega Man. X. 2. Register trademark. Okay, that was a weird cut. But yeah, we start the game. Alright. My good friend. The green-clad dude on a bike. We shall do this. Or not. Bye, guy. And it begins, as it always does. I think there's a plane outside. Wow, everything's coming up the best it could right now. Yes. In every Mega Man X game to follow the first game, the dash maneuver is something that he could do naturally without having to get a boot upgrade. Good on Capcom to see the potential in that. Unfortunately, that seems to be the only upgrade X has kept his hands on, because all of his armor is gone. And all of the abilities that came with those armors, aside from the dash. Falling! And already we are at the first boss. This is... I'm sure it has a name, but it is a big, bulbous thing that looks like it's made mostly out of spheres. But despite being absolutely enormous, he does absolutely nothing to me. Wow. This is that leader, Mega Man. Okay, we're not even going to try and read any of this because it's going by way too fast. Someone get the world's fastest talker in here. What was his name? I don't know. Alright, and here are the... Okay, I was about to say here are the 8 Mavericks, but apparently I'm going so fast that I just picked the first one right off the bat. Wire Sponge! Which is... You know, with a name like Sponge, you'd think, like... What, the thing I keep in my kitchen? No, we're talking about the sea creature sponge. Because Mavericks are all based off of living creatures and whatnot, and a sponge is a thing that lives in the ocean, I guess. There's an extra life down. Oh yeah, but there's a... I'm just gonna ignore the extra life then, I guess. Ugh. Yeah, that thing that I picked up was sub-tank. If you pick up any life capsules when your life is full, that extra energy will be transferred over to the sub-tank capsule. And that sub-tank capsule can be used to restore any health that you have lost at a later point. Assuming, of course, you have the energy for it. And I think at the beginning of the stage, I already collected a heart container. Heart containers are for expanding health. What's going on here? What am I doing? Oh, I see.
Eventually.
Yeah, I forgot that I did that. Yeah, that was just me farming for energy from...
Eventually.
Yeah. I was farming for energy so that I could fill up my sub-tank so that I could have the extra energy to use against the boss when I got there. Which I'm not sure I even need. I'll end up needing, but... We'll see when we get to that part. We're already here, it seems.
Then eventually the tire call?
Yeah, it's
Pine
a...
core. Do you guys have a SpongeBob?
Yep. Wire sponge.
Allegedly.
He is a sponge and he shoots wires at you.
Uh,
He also has the annoying attack where he
uh,
drops plants on the ground.
yeah, the fun episode when the side when the episode when Bebop and Patrick take care of baby clam. If I did it too lazy, but
Uh,
Spiller had to walk.
there is I think a clam-based Maverick later on. Whoa. This guy knows how to sling a wire. Or a chain link, or whatever you want to call that. Yeah, I know there's the trick to get more damage on a boss by using the dash shot. I don't really care to use that as much in Mega Man X2 as I did in Mega Man X1. Oh, and he's turning red. He's getting angry. Best place to be when he's angry is right next to him. Because otherwise you'll get hit by lightning. Yeah, I didn't even need the sub-tank, so I ended up doing that. I ended up filling that thing off screen for nothing. In fact, it's probably one thing I recall thinking to myself when I was recording for this commentary was specifically, oh, I did this and I didn't even need that, or just too many things that surprised me how well I ended up doing compared to my test playthrough beforehand. But you got the strike chain, the first weapon from your first Maverick. And after that, we're gonna go fight Wheel Gator. Find the computer room! You're in the computer room. Wow, I'm good at my job, aren't I? And he's on this enormous tank that's running through the city, and we have to be here and work our way through to the end of it. This is another thing that I was surprised that I got in as few tries as I did, because I did absolutely abysmally on my test playthrough. I was just gonna say, I'm gonna do this to demonstrate how utterly difficult it is to actually do this, because it took me forever to do it the first time I tried it. This is a very fickle jump, but yeah, I was so surprised that I even made it on my third try there, that I just like, what? Because this is where one of the armor upgrades is, in the Dr. Light capsule. Hop inside, and you get the arm upgrades. Unlike in the first game, where it gave you one big charge shot, this one gives you 2 charge shots.
Wow.
Yeah. Use one charge shot to knock off the shield and another one to blow them away. Okay. Oh, ride armor. Like the first game, there are limited sections where you can actually get into ride armor. This one has spikes instead of fists. Very clear destructive intent there. But unfortunately, we can't take it up ladders. And here's another thing that Okay, there's a power-up over on that opposite wall, but it's guarded by spikes. The way you're supposed to get to it is by using the speed burner power-up that we get after we beat Flame Stag with the air dash boots. Or we can abuse invincibility frames and die. But yeah, I abused invincibility frames to just get the heart tank without having to go through that roundabout method that I didn't really need to do. So
Wow,
now we have the
okay.
heart tank and we can move on. I mean, I lost a life in the process, but hey, worth the sacrifice. Going up. I think that passage... Or is it the passage up here? Oh, no. Okay, it's the passage up there that leads to an alternate route, but we'll get into that later. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how fast I'm going to go through this, so I don't know how I'm going to be able to explain it, but there are alternate paths in this game to get to a little mechanic that's going to turn up, I think, as soon as this level is done, and that is the X-Hunter bosses. See, Zero, he kind of went to pieces in the last game. A lot of pieces, apparently, but these guys, they've gone and collected all those pieces because Zero apparently has some sort of importance to them. What that important is, who knows? But they've decided to put all his pieces back together, and they're after this stage is over, they will decide, we're gonna have to tell X, we're gonna challenge X to a duel and make the reward enticing enough that he'll get within reach and we can actually get at him before he can get to us. Which is ultimately ends up being a stupid plan, because what ends up happening is that X gets to challenge these hunters and get a hold of the parts that they have of Zero and get them back. If you choose to do that. You don't have to do that. And, you know, personally, I wouldn't bother, because it does kind of lend towards me going out of my way to do so, because Wheelgator, he's an interesting boss, but it's kind of annoying because he keeps diving into whatever that is under us. Like, is it oil or mud or wine? I don't know what that stuff is. It's red. That's all I know. And he is gone.
Dead.
Sure take a long time to explode.
Mm-hmm.
You got Spin Wheel. Yep, and this is the part where the X-Hunters will send out a challenge to X. Try and goad him into tracking them down so that they can beat him up. But Dr. Kane gives him the message and says, "They can't possibly put Zero back together completely without the control chip, and we have it. So if we can get all of Zero's pieces back together, he can put the control chip back in, and bada bing, bada boom, Zero is back. But can we do it? We're gonna have to track down the X-Hunters in order to do so. With that in mind, our next Maverick is Overdrive Ostrich. I don't get really the implication that, hey, Overdrive Ostrich is so easy he could be your first Maverick. Because I remember doing that in my first playthrough. Yeah, and use Spin Wheel to cut through those rocks, and you can get to the alternate path, where in hiding behind is the first X-Hunter Violin, the violent one. He's not much of a challenge. It's kind of the random factor of his spiked ball that's really the problem. Otherwise, he mostly just stands there and jumps around very predictably. That said, some of the attacks are kind of hard to dodge if you're not already moving. Yeah, it's that spike ball attack that's a real problem. Well, you're beaten, so I got 0 part number 2. 0 part number 2 being his torso and arms. So yeah, we have a piece of 0. Treat it nice, X. It's a valuable piece of your old friend. Alright, the bike sections. These are always fun when they turn up in a Mega Man X game. Hello!
Alright, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi.
Look, now.
Was I trying sooner, but I was in the middle of something.
That's fine. We've only gotten started on the first video, and we're only a little over halfway done with that, as it is. But we're on Overdrive Ostrich stage.
I see.
Yep.
What opinions do you have on Mega Man X2? If any. Right. The heart container in the spikes. That's a stupid design choice, isn't it?
Yeah. That's like... Excuse me? How?
Well,
Opening the game,
I think the way that you're supposed to get it is to bring the bike up there, but getting the bike far enough to get to that point is difficult enough as it is. So your only other option really is suicide, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's all I've always got it. Committing suicide.
Speaking of, we got the boot upgrades. Now we can do air dashes.
Great.
This is one of the most interesting ways to get into a boss arena I've ever seen in any Mega Man game. And you wonder why they never try anything like that ever again.
That is quite unique.
Alright, Squawk the parrot. That's what I call any character that I feel is an annoying bird. I don't like Overdrive Ostrich, honestly.
Considering how much struggle he gave me when I did,
Yeah, and
I don't like him either.
Some people say he's easy enough to the point where he could be your first Maverick. I'm just like, are you serious?
I think I actually went for him first because of that. I regretted my choice.
Yeah, I think I did that during my test playthrough, and I'm just like, someone's really overestimating a new player's ability with this game.
Yeah.
But, of course, I waited until after I'd completed at least 2 other Mavericks first to go after him, so I was well prepared. Booyah! And for our trouble, we get...
the...
Sonic Slicer! Which has nothing to do with the ones from Metropolis. So I knew you were going to do that.
Didn't you with Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah.
It was mandatory.
uh, all right, Bubble Crab. That's next. Now, I want to. I did not know how many references for music and stuff were from previous games when I first got into the series. Because my first Mega Man game was Mega Man X6, and my second one was Mega Man X5. I finally came back to older games like this one and heard this music, and I'm just like, wait a minute. Isn't this Duff McWhalen stage music?
Is it?
It is. It's the... in Mega Man X5, they remixed this piece of music for the Whale Maverick stage.
Wow. Can you drawing this stage?
Okay, now one of the most irritating parts about this stage, especially if you're actually trying to get to the alternate path, is this thing.
The fish.
Yeah, the fish Maverick that gets in the way of everything. I can't remember if I actually managed to destroy this thing. Ow! Also, it's just an annoying stage in general, because you can so easily fall through the bottom and end up in a bottomless pit without knowing to avoid it ahead of time. But I think the best... okay, I'm not sure if that was just me letting go of the button prematurely, or something I don't like about this game is that I think, again, I'm not sure, that you can lose your charge if you get hit. Okay. A fully charged Sonic Slicer takes him out. That's good. And of course, there's some other things that, much like Duff McWhalen's stage, this is a stage that you're going to have to revisit for the power-up. So I can see the similarities there, in terms of why they use the music. I gotta wonder if that was intentional. It's just like, oh, we're gonna have you do X, you're facing the wrong way, he's behind you. Alright, Agile. I think this is the one that I hated the most. Because I could never... Like, I knew what his pattern was, but keeping him consistent with it was a big problem. Because you gotta climb all the way up the wall to get him to goad him into doing that slice attack. But it's hard to get all the way up to the point where it will cover the top of the screen before he does that slice again. See, I tried to climb the wall so that he would keep doing that, but he wouldn't slice high enough. Because I couldn't get high enough. And then he just runs back and forth across the screen, causing me more frustration.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Oh, well, they all are, honestly.
True.
At least until the fortress, where you can more adequately deal with all of them. Although by the time you get to the fortress, they've mostly changed their patterns. Except for Violin, for some reason. He is pretty much the same. I may have failed, but you will never see Zero. Another part of Zero. This time it's the legs. Okay, good. Let's land on my health power-up. Am I gonna take on Bubble Crab like this without any extra...
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm gutsy, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bubble Crab is a bit annoying because he will... His weakness is obviously the wheel spike, but he doesn't flinch too much from it. Yeah, he keeps moving even after he's hit by it. But the wheel spike needs time to go off screen before you can use it again. Ow! Stop doing that! Okay, you just landed on that. That's your own damn fault. Yeah, he gets hit and then he just walks through it. It's just like, "Grr, I'm taking a hit. I'm gonna take it and just hit you. I suppose there's some logic when I think about the. You know, one thing about Mega Man and their patterns for weapon weaknesses that it gets a bit confusing after a while about what the weakness chain entails, and I suppose in this case there is some sense to the spike weapon defeating Bubble Crab, because it uses spike to pop bubbles.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next one?
One more now.
Oh wait, that's the end of the video. Okay.
Doesn't surprise me, considering that
Yep.
you're already halfway through the process.
Yeah, that was the end of the first one. I'm gonna put it on standby for a moment and open up the
Oh, hello,
next
Data.
one real quick. Yeah.
The monkey one says started one. With Tail doing his funny face.
Please stand by. The monkey is
Please
at work.
stand by.
I'm kind of annoyed at myself. They're the 4-inch Sentinel figures that for. I think I may have mentioned this before, but there are 4-inch Mega Man figures made by Sentinel called 4-inch Nell.
Oh,
And there's one for Mega Man Legends, Mega Man, and Roll. I have been eyeing eBay for the longest time, waiting for a good, decently priced Mega Man to come up, and it's always come up with $200 to $400.
yikes.
But another thing is that there were two variants of the Roll figure. One that was wearing her hat, and she came with a wrench. That's the one that I ended up with. But there was another one that didn't have a hat, and she came with the monkey.
Huh.
Now, I probably could have gotten that one. It wasn't that much more expensive at the time. But, trying to pinch my pennies wherever I can. So I just got the one that had the hat, because I like Roll's hat. But I would have liked to have the monkey. Alright, Mega Man X2 number 2. Okay, wait. No. Wait, okay, pause. Okay. Because then I can set this up and then we can just get started on the next part. Actually, I kind of prepared ahead of time because I know there's like this. The one thing that's a bit problematic about doing this as a stream with other commentators is that, you know, you're not seeing it live, you're seeing it with the stream delay. So,
Yeah.
I went and I uploaded the individual video parts. And they're unlisted. And the link to them is. Come on. The link is right. I'm gonna put it is
Cat.
right here. So,
all right.
You get the video ready, and then when I count down on the invisible 0, that's when you press play.
All right.
That way we're
One.
pretty much
Synchronized.
synchronized.
As much as possible.
Yeah. Okay, let me move this over here. And then move this little thing out of the way onto the other screen so that it's not clogging up the stream. Except that I have to do that again because I moved the mouse off of it. I hate when that happens. Alright. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I had Italian tonight.
It's fine.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm stuck with a condition forever of burping, so.
Oh well. You live with it. Live with.
Hey, as long as it doesn't kill me, I live with it.
Okay. On the invisible 0, 3, 2, 1.
Why?
All right.
Oh, my Discord is in the red.
Oh, I'm going after Crystal Snail now. Oh, that's
Ballsy.
That's. I better have a good reason for this.
Are you sure that's the right video?
I'm sure this is the right video. This is the one labeled number 2.
Really was on to.
Okay. Whoops.
That was interesting. Yeah, I agree.
Alright. Oops. Alright. Yeah, because we gotta.
You gotta
jump across the chasm to get this. And that's another thing about Mega Man X2. Some of the upgrade locations are a lot more cryptic.
Yeah.
And I get the sequel. This is a sequel. Back in the day, it was one of those cases. We want to challenge the player a little bit more, so that we know that they know how to play the game. You played the first game. Here's the second one. It's going to be a little more difficult. But then you think, how are you expecting new players to figure this out?
Yeah, because there are those who actually start with the second one.
Yeah, like game. Some of the more incidentally, some of the more popular games in certain named series ended up being the sequels, like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Mega Man 2.
Yeah. I mean, Sonic 2 was my first Sonic game.
My first Sonic game was Sonic CD. I didn't
My
play.
first Sonic game
I didn't
was
play Sonic 2
Sonic
until
1,
after.
Sonic 2, Sonic.
Sorry.
That's all.
Eh?
My first Sonic game was
What are we
Sonic
sorry
1,
about?
Sonic 2, Sonic 3 remake on the Android and now S version. The Android version.
Well, the first Sonic game I played was Sonic CD, the PC version. The second Sonic game I played was Sonic 3 and Knuckles through the Sonic and Knuckles collection on PC. And then I played Sonic 2 through the Sega Smash Pack 2 on PC.
Sega Smash Pack 2, the hell is that? I never heard of that.
Basically, it was a glorified emulator.
Oh.
But it did have Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Shining Force, Kid Chameleon, and Comic Zone on it. So that's how I first experienced those games. Also, we're fighting another one of these guys, and this one's his own type of annoying, with that stupid shield on him.
And you keep landing on the bounce on the ground.
Yeah, and I don't have any extra health to challenge him with.
And you're dead.
Yep.
And again.
Okay.
Yeah, his weakness is the Sonic Slicers. I just remember that. Yeah, fully charged Sonic Slicer will do him in fairly quickly.
It seems. Yeah.
Yeah, that takes away a lot of health. That was a lucky shot. And with Surges defeated, we have all 3 of Zero's parts. Huzzah! But I have no lives.
we all do that. And you kill yourself.
I'll be back.
Oops.
Okay.
You dead. No bitch goodbye.
Oh, looks like you said nope and left.
Yeah. I was definitely not ready for Crystal Snail anyway, so let's move on to Flame Stag.
That actually makes a little more sense.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, what am I doing? Oh, right, the beetle. Ow. Get on top of it.
And grab the art container, the E-tank. What did I say, art?
Yep. Alright, now can it please come back down? Or not, it can stay up there, I don't care. Need to go this way anyway. Oh, this segment. Oh, I hate this segment. I hate this segment.
Oh, rising up.
Especially when you have to stop to grab a heart take behind one of these things.
Lava.
Yep.
get it? Did you at least
Dead.
get it? What the hell were you doing there? Okay.
I was pretty frustrated, of course.
And you
There,
did get it.
finally.
See, jump cut.
Yes. I still get freaking hurt.
Goes for elf, gets her getting elf.
Thought I could get it and fill up my sub tank, but nope. Oh, hello, beetle. You're sure weak against those walls. Oh, great, another one of the ascending segments. Best bet here, use the sonic boomerang. And still get hit by the fire anyway. Like, what are these? Like flying squirrels with flaming tails? That's what they look like.
I honestly don't know.
Also, who would make a robot that's designed like that? Like, I mean, we can come up with all different excuses for all the different robot designs in classic Mega Man. It's just like, Dr. Wily, who builds a Spring Man anyway, but seriously, who designs robots in this series like that?
I don't know.
Flame Stag. What is he weak to? Bubbles.
What?
Well, it's water versus fire.
True,
Obviously.
but when you think about it, it's the equivalent of hitting with one of those bubble guns you get at a dollar store. It's like you can be beaten by dollar store technology. You are a weak maverick.
But you're the one who took the most damage so far.
Well, he goes down regardless.
Thankfully.
Yeah, go ahead. Take your time exploding. I don't have to be places today. And it only gets worse in the next game.
You mean Mega Man S3?
Yeah. Explosions get longer with each game. Why? They think this is epic? Oh, it's just wasting time.
What?
What?
What is?
That's what I asked! Oh, we're back here to get this.
Oh. Suicide mission.
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I don't.
no good.
I mean,
I don't get my editing sometimes.
That's no good.
Anyway, Morph Moth. I hate this stage. For very arbitrary reasons that we'll get into fairly soon, I'm pretty sure. Now, I get one of the things that's sort of advertised about this, well, like, I don't know if it's advertised, but one of the upgrades that you get is, like, the helmet upgrade, so that it allows you to find items hidden certain places. But...
oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, you're supposed to know that.
Yeah, it looks so innocuous. There's no clue that that is anything other than a floor.
Yeah, not even a crack in the floor.
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
if there were a crack there, I might get some idea, that looks off. Maybe if I do something here... Was that me?
Was what you?
I heard a disconnect sound.
That I don't know. Oh.
And... Yeah,
Hello, testing 1 2.
I can hear you.
Okay, I think that was me because my video was buffered.
Oh, dear. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Anyway, we just got the body armor part, which gives us the Giga Attack. Unfortunately, by showing us the Giga Attack, it has wasted all the energy for it. And it's kind of difficult building up energy for it all over again. Because I think the only way to build up energy for it is to take damage.
That's another way to build energy.
Oh, I figure since they give you armor reinforcement, yeah, you can afford the extra damage, and that will help you build up the power for the Giga Strike. I'd rather just pick up energy for it normally like any other weapon energy. That's fine by me. Also, that was an annoying little mini-boss. You wouldn't have told by the way I have fought it off very quickly. Also, I think there's another alternate path up there, but because I defeated all the things already, we don't need to see that. Ow.
Yeah.
Someone gave X the Climb Ladders Faster power-up. Junk robots I can understand. These little parasite things. Oh, they're just a nuisance. Especially if they latch onto X's head, because then they'll just cause him to do all sorts of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Oh look, another one.
Oh.
And
Oh dear.
that didn't last any longer than the first one. Or maybe it did. There. Yeesh. Alright, actually, now that I think about it, Morph Moth also has a fairly sensible weakness. Fire. Moth to a flame. What I don't understand is the different forms of Morph Moth. Like, what is this?
I think my video preferred it to move it up.
That doesn't look like
Oh,
a
there we go.
moth. What is it supposed to be like? Morph, cocoon, caterpillar?
That's just like
Spider.
trash spinning around.
Yeah, but it apparently is morph moth somehow. Okay, now it looks like morph moth. Two charged speed burners is all it takes to finish him off. I just realized something. The movie bar has disappeared on me again.
The movie bar?
Whatever. I'm not gonna. You got silk shot. How is that silk? That looks like you're just throwing trash around.
That is not silk.
This is we gone to the central computer to fight Magna Centipede. Oh, this is the computer room. God, if I weren't dead already.
Oh no, I can't do it. I can't do voices anymore.
Yeah, we already defeated Wheelgator though.
Wait.
Went looking for the computer room all this time, and I was looking in all the wrong places.
Wait a second. That's usually the stage that dealt with last.
Yeah, that's kind of why I stopped, because this is going to look familiar. Uh-oh. I think I made a boo-boo.
What'd you do? Oh.
Yeah, I need to get up there, and the block that I need to get to is gone.
Oops.
This is bad.
What shall you do? What? Oh, by the power of editing. It's
Yeah.
like it never happened.
Yep. And I got an extra life for my trouble. And another one. Okay, you're being generous, game. Ugh. These boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that didn't trip you up on your first playthrough.
Yeah, that sure did.
Alright, we're gonna need to do what we did before again for something else. And this is also a bit tricky. Not as tricky as the first thing that I
Oh.
did. Ooh. Yeah, that was close. Alright. And we enter this room, and what is that?
It's the computer room.
Is that a floating wireframe of a sword?
Sure looks like it.
Why is it attacking me?
I don't know.
Why is it trying to be 3D without actually being 3D? It's just a wireframe. Also, I should mention, this is something that you kind of don't want to fight emulated on higher resolution emulations. That is, because when you up the resolution for this game, the wireframe gets a lot difficult to see because with a higher resolution, the individual wires become a lot thinner.
Oh.
So on higher resolutions, it's harder to see that thing. You like getting wet, you silly whatever you are? Apparently not.
Okay.
Oh god, you're setting off all the alarms, X. That's no good. Oh, great, this segment. You want to keep away from that target, because if it locks onto X, it'll make this upcoming mini-boss a little bit more difficult to fight with each scan that it does.
Oh.
Thankfully, I managed to get it to miss me entirely, so this should be a lot shorter than it could be. Granted, he's still not doing very good at dodging him.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, have you locked yourself into this pattern now?
Well, that's good for you then.
Okay, finally you change it out. Alright. Measly little piece of energy.
Hmm.
Ah, god, more blocks. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So, what is the weakness of a centipede?
What?
Trash, apparently.
Mhm.
Also, I hate trying to fight Magna Centipede legitimately because I think his attacks can actually slowly disable some of your abilities over time. Like, you can't jump or do charge shot if you get hit by him too much. Lucky shot there. Also, it's just annoying because he teleports all over the place.
Ugh. That is an alliance. Unless he spawns right in front of you all the time.
Yeah, and then it's his own fault. That's your own fault.
He threw himself into that.
Yeah. And with that victory, we have received
Let's see.
Magnet Mine.
Wow.
I'm back.
Oh.
My bad.
Okay.
Well, I'm back. So he's not
Back
wrong.
in the stage.
Yeah. You need to get back here eventually.
Me?
Yeah, I'm thinking that I can get the right armor up to the top here. Not gonna happen. So just grab the extra life and get a move on.
Take the life and go.
Yep.
Get a life. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was awkward. Ignore that.
What was?
Nothing.
Okay.
Slide! Alright, another cryptic. You wouldn't know this is here because it just looks like a pit. But this is where the head upgrade is located. Thanks
I
a
mean,
lot, Dr. Light.
why would anyone willingly dropping themselves into a pit?
Yeah. Well, it is kind of a big pit and kind of deep anyway, so you might be curious, but yeah.
I guess.
And this is how you're supposed to locate upgrades throughout the thing. However, I've gotten most of the upgrades already, and I didn't need the helmet because I already knew where they were.
I don't think I ever used the helmet.
The helmet upgrade is useful when you don't know where certain things are, and sometimes it can lead you to some useful spots that you didn't think to go to otherwise.
I guess.
But, you know, if you've played the game enough, you memorized it, or, God forbid, you looked at an FAQ beforehand. Which is what I did, because, again, I don't play Mega Man X2 that often. Ow. These stupid bats. I'd like to be able to go up this area without taking hits.
That's a no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have arrived.
The door's right there.
And-
Let's go.
What do crystal snails or crystals hate? Magnets, apparently.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, total sense. Like, frickin' magnets, how do they work? They certainly don't work by message redacted. Hello! Alright, now that's something that I'm not sure a lot of players know about. The magnet mine, you can steer it.
Did I know that when I did that?
I don't think you did. There are a lot of players out there that don't know that. You can actually maneuver the magnet mine up and down after you launch it. Or, I should say up or down.
I'm gonna have to go back and find out.
I know you're playing X2, but out of the first 3 X games, X3 has the closest to BS difficulty. Oh, don't I know it. But we'll be getting to that later this week, I think. Oh boy.
Wait, what?
Anyway, we beat Crystal Snail and got the Crystal Hunter.
Oh, I forgot this was a stream.
Mega Man X
Whoa.
is a thing going on, and you gotta go deal with it. What? Oh, frick. The video ended. It started. Oh. Okay. Oops. Alright, hold on. I gotta set up the next one now.
How many videos are on?
For Mega Man X2, I've only got 3, so this next one will be the last one. And we can get the game done all together in one night. Especially the battles with Dr. Doppler's minions, Bit, Bite, and Vile. Don't remind me. Again, we'll be getting to that later this week. But for right now, let's just get Mega Man X2 completed, so...
Oh
that I
god, the
can
bit
say
of
that
my
I can...
battle. Oof.
Hi, Dr. Hedgehog. Hi, I hate life.
Jesus.
Yes, hello everyone. Alright, where's the next video? This should be it. Let me just click on it. No, I don't want to edit it. I want to open the video so that I can get the link. No, I don't mean to do that. Let me just get the link so I can post it to Discord. Now, this is the one that's probably going to have the most edits to it, because, you know, with it being the last part. And again, for the benefit of the co-commentators, on the invisible 0, that's when you press play. So.
Oh, hopefully I don't buffer again.
Okay, let me just get everything back in order. Thank God the X Legacy Collection has Rookie Hunter mode for casual players of X3 non-pros. Fair enough, I guess. Because, you know, some difficulty is just unnecessary. Alright. Let me get this out of the way again and not make the mistake of ignoring it this time. Alright. Again, on the invisible 0. 3, 2, 1. Alright, now it's we're revisiting stages for cleanup and power-ups and whatnot. So I'm trying to remember what all I left behind here. I think it was just a heart tank, or maybe it was a sub-tank, I'm not sure. A tank of some kind, that's what I remember. Which means having to get... Yeah. Which means having to get past this again. And of course I already know a good charged boomerang sonic slicer. Slicers will do the trick.
I think you hit them.
Or I can just do the Giga Crash.
That works too, I guess.
Or not, apparently.
Looks like you failed.
Bolt Catfish's boss has what I like to call Electman Syndrome difficulty, easy with his weakness, almost impossible without it. Alright, this area! Charge up your Silk Shot here.
What? Oh.
And you get a lot of energy capsules.
Interesting.
A good way to fill up your sub-tanks really quickly. So if you ever need to do that, that's where you go. Now, alright, yeah, now to charge up the bubbles, because, again, this is that stage that you have to return to, because with the power-up that you get from it. Ugh, but it is so freaking tricky. How long is this gonna take?
1 hour later.
Oh, that explains that. X5 Idler calls launch Octopus Octopardo. Yeah, Octopardo I think is somewhat literal translation of his Japanese name, and that's why it was kind of messed up, because I guess the translators just weren't on the job that day or something. Kind of like they weren't on the job for the entirety of Mega Man X6. Granted, there are a lot of problems with X6. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I need the bubbles to get up here as well.
Oh, I was wondering.
There's an E-tank up there. There we go. To be fair, X6 wasn't supposed to exist. I agree!
True. Totally true.
Yeah. It wasn't supposed to exist. It was made without the creator's consent or intent. Alright. Oh, we're already moving on to the X Center stage.
I guess you're only missing that.
Yep.
Alright.
That's the last one. The view is over, right?
Yeah, we're on the final, we're on the, what is basically the Fortress stages of any Mega Man game. This is where you would face off against Dr. Wily's minions in the Classics games, but in this case, we're fighting off against Sigma's followers.
That's why I only appeal in the next Mega Man game.
Dr. Light, he will appear to help X through the Megaman, the light capsules. That way, he can give X armor parts and help him along his journey. And yeah, those are crusher walls, but thanks to the silk shot, I managed to get rid of the robot that would have closed the crusher walls before he even got there. What am I doing? Oh, I'm gonna. There's another one. I'm trying to prep for it. There we go.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a good way to stop those stupid crushers before they even do anything.
I didn't even know you could stop them.
Interesting thing about X3, if you beat Vile, Bit, and Bite with their weaknesses, they don't show up in Final Castle. That'll be some interesting trivia to get into when I actually get to my playthrough of the game, because I ended up doing exactly that. And it was very irritating to have to do. I almost wish I didn't have to. Or wish I didn't in the first place. But, I wanted to go for what I considered not necessarily the best ending, but the most interesting one? Question mark? I don't know. But we'll see that when we get to it.
Was that a motorbike?
No, it was, Wheel Hog, or whatever they call them. Which might as well be a Motobug. X4 is hard, but satisfying as Zero. I agree. X4 is honestly my favorite of the PlayStation-era Mega Man games. Not that that title is hard to come by between X5 and 6.
Yeah.
It's like, X5 is solid enough, but it has too many bad design choices, and X6 is, well...
X6.
It is what it is. Which is not good, obviously.
I was gonna say something. No.
Violin again. Which I recall you thinking, with a name like Violin, that he was, like a violin, very, I forgot what I was gonna say. Either way, his
Something
name
about
is
the
Violin
violin?
because he's violent, as opposed to being like the musical instrument of a violin. If you were gonna compare him to a musical instrument, I'd probably compare him to maybe a cello or something. Or
Also,
no-
you're taking a beating here.
Yeah. Again, I'm kind of relying on RNG to help me out here, and it's not working. Because that ball just bounces all over the place. One thing I hated in X5 was the light capsule and Squid Adler's level. Yeah. But, you know, there's also the light capsule in Whale stage that you have to wait to get Whale's power up to get the plate to access the place where you can get to the power up, which is through an auto scroller. Reminds me of from the GB Mega Man games. I've never actually played the Game Boy Mega Man games. I tried playing the first one on an emulation. It didn't really do well for me. It felt kind of stiff. Like, it was a classic Mega Man game, but just stiff. I mean, they're solid enough. They're just... Again, I find the controls a little bit stiff. You know, compared to an actual NES Mega Man game. And I'm told that 5 and 4 are the best ones of the bunch.
5 is the most different.
Yeah. The X-Hunters are basically discount Mega Man killers. Well, it's in their name, they're X-Hunters. They hunt X. Although in this game, it's more like X hunts them, which is interesting. What the fuck?
Did you just try to cover that?
We
saw that.
I don't know what I saw.
It was you
I think I
dying
saw a
and trying
piece
to
of
cover
Satan
it up.
there. A brief glimpse at Satan there. But yeah, their Japanese name is the Counter Hunters, rather than the X Hunters, which I guess makes slightly more sense. I needed not to have done that. There.
Mistakes were made. Never mind.
And I could go through there, but I'm not gonna bother. Screw you. Thanks for the energy! Okay. Don't know why I hesitated there. Oh, yeah. I had to get the Giga Crush lit ready, because it's... the first half of this is so annoying without the Giga Crush. The wall.
Oh.
However... Use the Giga Crush and the wall is gone. Then we switch over to the Sonic Slicers. And then we give this guy a taste of Metropolis. Violin is Discount Punk, the guy with the sword is Discount Anchor, and the last is Discount Ballade. I suppose so. Yeah. Taste my pain! This is what I had to go through every time I play Sonic 2.
Don't we all? Don't we
Also,
all?
apparently, original plans for this game was actually going to have this guy be a robot version of Dr. Wily.
Huh.
He certainly
Wow.
looks the part, but I guess they dropped those plans fairly early on.
He didn't make the cut.
What the
What
fuck?
was that?
Again, I think we see a piece of Satan. Speaking of Satan, this sounds very familiar. And not in a
What
very
the-
good way at all. This music,
What
it
am I
haunts
seeing?
me. This music. I know it came from here first, so it's not fair to make the comparison, but the memories attached to it exist for a good reason.
What did I just witness?
I think that was Gates Fortress. Because this is music that is, again, reused for Gates Fortress in X6.
That's why I did not remember. I have channeled that game out of my brain.
Good. One more stage, then boss rush. Yep. Assuming that I can beat this stage and get up here.
I think mistakes were made.
Indeed they
2
were.
hours later.
What 2 hours later?
I think mistakes were made again.
Yeah. Oh, come on, can I... Oh, you stupid... Please respawn.
It found where it started.
There we go.
Oh! That's another way, I guess.
Alright, up there is the way to the Shoryuken. We're not doing that.
Aww.
Look, I couldn't do the Hadouken in the original Mega Man X. I am not going to try to even contemplate the possibility of doing the Shoryuken in this game, because it is the exact opposite of the Hadouken in terms of input. It's a quarter circle turn downward.
Ooh.
And I hate doing quarter circle turns on anything but a circle pad. Or, you know, a thumbstick. Doing it with a D-pad? No way. Gimme.
To be fair, I hate doing quarter circles on anything. Every time I play the Street Fighter game, when I did the special moves, luck.
Yeah, I know that. Compared to... Like, I play the Gundam Battle Assault games. They have similar inputs for the super moves, but they're a lot more lenient than they are in actual Capcom or Street Fighter games. Will you get solid, please, so that I can use you as a platform? Thank you. The game expects you to get creative and use the abilities that you were gifted with in order to get this far into the game, rather than, you know, shooting McBang Bang through everything. Alright, who's next? Oh, this guy. You know what this guy reminds me of?
Who?
What?
That weird segment from, what was it? One of the oops. What happened there? It reminds me of the spike dropping segment in Metallic Madness Zone.
That's what I was thinking of right now.
Yeah.
Looking at those
Star
spikes.
TV? You're not a Star Media?
I hate when you're trying to fill a sub tanks and the ammo gets stuck in a wall. Ugh. Mothra from Cossack 2. I guess it kind of does look like that. Sort of. Either way, it's done.
That.
Yeah! What the fuck? Was that necessary? Alright, is this... Yeah, this is the boss rush. Which means...
Chaos?
Nope, it means musical... Some sort of musical? Oh, this is the music that I use.
What music? So?
Megaman.
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 Megaman. Fighting robot. Super fighting robot. Megaman.
Oh, it's over?
That is the German opening theme for the Mega Man Ruby Spheres cartoon.
German.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the German version had that specific opening theme, but hey, it rocks.
It sure does. I was jamming to it.
Least favorite Mega Man 4 bosses are Square Machine and Wily Machine 4 Phase 2, because Wily Machine 4 Phase 2 can skewer him with a drill bomb. You have to explode it on him. Ugh. Wait a minute, weren't we here?
What are you doing?
Why are we back here? Also, why is the music changed?
Doesn't that cancel how we first...
The music is different.
Hey?
Yeah. This is the music from the opening stage. Huh. I wonder.
Oh.
Is there something to this?
Oh, right.
They copied Magnus
remember
Centipede
now.
for the final level. Yeah. Actually, Funny thing, you can either go to the fortress and it will take you here anyway, or you can go back to Magnus Centipede's stage and still come here.
The game can trick you.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Sigma!
different.
And Zero? Did you get a tan?
Don't we have 0 all the time?
Yeah, but this Zero, he looks a bit off, doesn't he? Looks like he's been in the sun a little too long. Nope. That's because
Denied.
this Zero is fake. The real Zero is right here. You should have studied the blueprints closer. There's only one Zero. Wait, Zero. I know your secret. You were destined to follow me. Maybe so, but I still don't like you. Fine. If you will not follow me, then I will watch you die once again. Zero! Sorry to keep you waiting, Mega Man X. The greetings will have to wait. We've got to defeat all the Mavericks, including Sigma. I'll take out the main computer and follow Sigma. Let's go! Here it is, X. Sigma lies just ahead. You expect me to drop into the pit? It's a long way down. First hint that Zero was invented for evil. Maybe. But do we know this for certain? The future will hold the answers. You are merely a bothersome insect, Mega Man X. It is about time that I crush you beneath my heel. He's got Wolverine claws. And he's using... Wait a minute. He's using the spark weapon that was his weakness from the previous game. He certainly learned his lesson, didn't he?
I had never realized
Ow.
that thing.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, he's
I have
even using
never-
the charged version of the spark weapon.
I had never realized was using the weapon from the previous. Huh.
Oh, this is not going
Interesting
well.
knowledge.
Uh,
You're dead. Okay.
yeah, I'm not in a good mood after that.
Yeah. Dead.
And
I
he should be
saw
finished
that.
off. But... wireframe technology.
Right again.
And again, if you're playing this at an upscaled resolution, the wireframe is a lot smaller. Making it a lot harder to see. Make my Sigma grow! This form is technically both easier and harder because it's more difficult to avoid that attack, but because he has so many enemies here, you can use them to recharge your health.
Yeah.
And I think his weakness is the strike chain, or at least I think it is. Why else would I be using it? He also has a lot of HP, yeah. The color that he changes into are basically his current health.
Yeah, he
Went from
doesn't,
green
he
to
doesn't
blue,
have an
and now
actual.
he doesn't have a health bar, so you gotta judge it on the fact that he went from green to blue to purple,
Not too red.
and now he's orange.
And now he's red,
Yep.
which means he's near death.
But is he going 3 times faster?
Yeah.
Well,
Eventually.
he's teleporting all over the place now. Ah,
Yeah.
Get off! Get off! Get out of my
did what I
head!
did! I just stood there and said, "Fuck it, just kill it."
Yeah, he's not gonna get off of me, so I'm just keep hitting him.
I said you still had your weapon.
Megaman X, I have lost to you again. Each defeat only me I don't know. I didn't read the script ahead of time. Something's not right. I don't quite understand. Why did Zero? He is last of Doctor's creations.
And here's the second hint.
The last of Doctor's creations? I wonder what that means. Seizure.
Who could he be talking about? I
Flashing.
wonder. Oh, seizure warning.
Yeah. Ow, that hurt my eyes.
I
And
am
boom.
not prone to seizures.
This is my ultimate revenge against you, X. Seizure attack!
Oh, Zero.
That's the only Sigma voice I know how to do real good. Joined by his friend, Zero, Megaman X gazes out over the sea as he had before, and will continue to do many more times, because this will never be redundant. Sigma has once again been destroyed, but X wonders if the fighting will truly end. Was Dr. Light's dream of a world in which Reploids and humans live together in peace merely a dream? Considering the direction this series goes, the answer is quite clearly yes. The price of peace is often high, X thinks to himself. He also thinks that this new armor parts actually kind of chafe. I better take them off when I get back. Who or what must be sacrificed for it to become reality? Certainly not you, my friend. You are my best friend. You've always been my best friend. And I will forever be my best friend. And when the time comes, will he be able to do it? Probably. Maybe. Nah. The future holds the answers. Or... Wait, or what? What kind of phrasing is that? You should say, does the future hold the answers, or what? No, does the future. No, that would be worded better. Anyway, that was Mega Man X2, ladies and folks.
Hey!
Thoughts. It's difficult for me to actually gather my thoughts on something like this, again, because I haven't played it that often, but I can say that, after watching this playthrough, with a bit of practice, it's not that bad. It's definitely the more difficult. It's definitely a step up in difficulty over the previous Mega Man game, Mega Man X1. But it's hard for me to come up with anything from this game that really sticks in my mind. Between X2 and X3, neither game... Well, like I said, neither game really sticks in my mind that much. So, yeah. I mean, there's a lot more that I can probably remember about this game over 3, but... It's alright, but I don't really care. Oh, now we're getting into power levels.
And we're all over 9,000.
Not quite.
No, we're not. What am I saying?
No.
I saw an extra 0 there. Whoops.
Yeah. None of these guys have got power levels that are that high. Okay, well, his power level is over 9,000.
Weird Gator.
And all of these guys' power levels are pretty high. Maybe they could challenge Vegeta.
Yeah, Saiyan Sega Vegeta.
Yeah.
After that, it's over.
Yeah.
And of course, we don't show X and Zeros.
Who
And
they
you
can't really.
and Megaman X.
All right. Well, I know you've already done your own LP of the Mega Man X games, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you can remember them or not. But
No, I can't.
I was.
I mean, it's been years, so. The
Yeah.
only thing I remembered is that ending with me just saying, screw it, I'm kidding him, take the damage. That's basically all I remembered.
Yeah. But did you, aside from that, did you feel like the experience for Mega Man X2 was fulfilling at all, or did you think it was just another hole in the wall?
Oh yeah, well at least from what I remember, that's one of the games I actually really did enjoy playing. So it was a hole in the wall at all.
Yeah, I suppose it's good. Clifford, has
Hmm?
this enticed you to get into the Mega Man X series at all, or are you?
Kind of.
Eh,
Like, like, I got used to. For then, I didn't get used to the series until 2016 or 2017.
hmm.
Like, yeah. For then, I thought the Zelda series we complicated, really hard, but actually easy. Well, still trying to be Majora Mask, with still on Stone Tower.
Uh,
And
well,
for the while, I on the fourth divine beast, the Guido one.
ooh. All right. Well, I wish you good luck with that. You know, I like that game well enough that uh,
I'm
when I do
playing
revisit,
file.
I'm willing to put my best into it. But
Hmm.
you know, however long it takes you, you know, it's not a big deal. Everyone moves at their own pace, and you know, I think it took me a long time to beat Majora's Mask the first time.
Oof, yeah.
But you know, once you get the hang of it, you can. I feel like Majora's Mask is definitely the one I could come back to. But as far as Mega Man X games are concerned, my go-to Mega Man X games to return to are 1 and 4. And my top Mega Man games to avoid are X6, X6, X6.
I think that's everybody's.
Some people would say X7 is worse, and
Eh,
eh,
X6 is bad, X7 is meh. Okay.
yeah, the way here's the
I
way
mean,
it works for me. Mega Man X makes me mad. Mega Man X6 makes me mad. Mega Man X7 doesn't.
exactly.
But anyway, with that all said and done, that does it for Mega Man X2
No,
streaming, and I thank you absolutely everyone for watching. Thank you, Sanuk and Clifford, for joining me.
You're
no
welcome.
problem. No problem.
And I'm thinking maybe on Thursday we'll do Mega Man X3. Maybe. Uh, Nothing tomorrow night. I still got other things to get caught up on. Uh,
Saudi,
I wouldn't be able to join tomorrow anyway because I'm going to the dentist tomorrow and our from like this.
ugh. Well, fair enough.
Saudi, Saudi is on investor stream, right?
Sonic Adventure will be back on Saturday. So yeah.
Okay.
And you know, I was gonna wait until then to actually announce this, but since we're all here, I might as well state right now, the Let's Play for Skies of Arcadia Legends is officially canceled.
Ooh, ow.
Ah.
Yeah,
Ow.
I don't like canceling Let's Plays for any given reason, but considering the amount of time I've delayed since the last time I recorded a part for that, and considering how difficult it will be to get everything back together to continue doing that in its Let's Play format, I think it's just better off that I officially can Skies of Arcadia Legends, but that doesn't mean that Skies of Arcadia Legends is not going to be seen again on this channel. I know. Like I considered in the first place for weekend RPGs. Now, we're not going to get to that until I've completed both Sonic Adventure and Tomb Raider 3. But keep in mind, even though the Skies of Arcadia Let's Play has been canned, I'm going to start over, and we're going to begin anew with weekend RPG streams of Skies of Arcadia Legends once the other weekend LPs streams that I have going are completed. So look forward to that, ladies and folks. And as Data continues to dance on your screens, I think it's time to put him to rest before he wears out his joints.
Yep.
As
Jesus! I just checked when you uploaded your last part of Skies of Arcadia. That was in 2016.
yeah, that was
No wonder.
2018.
a lot of things happened after that. Obviously, the trouble with my mom.
Okay, I was not trying to
So,
get into that.
yeah. And then Victor, he started going to school, so yeah. That's why the Let's Play is canceled. It's been a couple of years, and I think it's time to put it to bed. Anyway, time to try and end this. There are coffee and Twitter links in the description below if anyone want to follow up on that. RCFS and out.
See ya.
Goodbye.
That means you too, Data.